People be sending it to me. Yeah.
So you do have a turn that to work for?
Nah, I just be getting tagged in a lot of stuff.
I mean, past couple of years, you haven't really gotten a chance to dig into an LSU game. What are your thoughts on this one? Getting a chance to dig into?
I think they have a great team. You know, it's a great opportunity for both teams to go out and compete at a high level, and I feel like, you know, we're going to give the fans what they want to see. I feel like it's going to be a great game.
How much do you kind of juggle the working self-scouting, working on yourselves this week, with also anticipating that matchup next week? How do you kind of juggle that?
We all know about week, you know, it's just all about getting better. Kind of like going back to the basics from day one, you know, just working on technique and things that we didn't do well, you know, midway through the season. So that's basically what we focus on throughout the bye week.
You better sneak a film session.
We probably start looking at them probably tomorrow.
You created a picture of your tackling, kind of broke it down how it was good form. How much pride do you take in that and just the form and delivering from the game?
That's something that our coaches does a great job of doing, you know, just basically working on technique, you know, with them coming out with like new targeting rules every year. So, you know, we just work on basically making sure that we have our head up when we do make contact on anybody, because, you know, any little contact to the head, you know, they call it targeting now. So that's something that we, you know, definitely work on.
As a linebacker yourself, what did you think of the Devin White targeting call?
I really wasn't sure. Like, from my looks, I wouldn't think it was targeting. Like, it looked like he pushed him, but, you know, the officials gonna call what they call.
Does that make your job tougher? When you gotta be so cautious, especially the quarterback?
I feel like no. I mean, I just think, you know, play fast. Like, you think about stuff like that, then you don't play at your full potential. Like, you don't deliver the blow that you need to. So, I mean, just make sure your head up and don't hit the head, basically.
You're a linebacker yourself. I mean, how much can a loss of that personnel influence kind of the defense?
It could a lot, because I'm pretty sure Devin is a signal caller like myself, you know, so that may hurt them a lot. It may not. You know, they might have somebody behind them that can step up and fill his shoes in pretty well. But, I mean, that definitely can, you know, hurt a defense with the Mike linebacker, you know, being out of a big game for the first half.
You mentioned coach done that 2 years ago, right?
Yeah.
What do you remember about that? Just the atmosphere, just the build-up to the game?
It was like almost one of the best atmospheres I played in, because, like, I really wasn't playing as much. I got in like 2 plays on offense or something like that, but, you know, it's definitely like a great atmosphere. It's loud. The ground be shaking. It's great.
You mentioned more work with the team and stuff like that, pregame this last game. But I guess, what's that like? Kind of get back in there. You haven't been doing a whole lot of that recently, right?
No, that was like my first time playing, probably like last year before like the Florida State game. Like, before I had messed my foot up. When I messed my foot up, I went, you know, really punting. I was just long snapping and stuff like that. But I got the ability to do it, so I mean, I just do it.
Nice, fun, or I mean, like you.
Yeah, it's fun. You know, it definitely takes a lot of technique to, you know, hit a good ball. And I feel like this guy named Jay Thornton I played high school ball with at Carver in Montgomery. He basically taught me how to punt, you know, in high school. And J.K. taught me a few things last year. You know, that kind of stuck with me, so you could hit a good ball.
With the speed the offense plays, the way they score quick, do you feel like there's a difference this year, just how quick, like, oh, I'm back on the field now? Like, is it kind of different that way?
No, not really. I mean, I feel like sometimes, you know, some games I feel like we really don't play as much. Like sometimes they score quick, and sometimes they can just drive the ball and score like within like 12, 13 plays. But I definitely, like, my body feels fresh. Like, I feel like, you know, we probably average like 45, 50 plays a game.
So keeping your head up, is that something that you're conscious of, or is it second nature when you're out there? I mean, the play happens so fast. When you're making a tackle, keep your head up. Are you thinking about that the second before you hit them, or is that just kind of calm?
It's basically natural, like, because nobody want to, you know, go down with a neck injury or spine injury or something like that. So you definitely got to try to keep your head up. Like, you got to think about that, because, you know, it can be season-ending injuries the way you hit people nowadays. So that's something that I think about all the time.
Given the success this team has had this year, some of the scores, the lopsided nature of games, does it feel like this is the only team that can beat y'all as yourselves? Is it one of those situations?
Yeah, definitely. You know, we have plays in the game where, you know, we may mess up some things and just give teams freebies. So I feel like it's going to be one of those games where, you know, we're going to have to, you know, not make as many mental errors, not have as many busts, because some teams going to take advantage of that, and there you have it. Like, basically, we beating ourselves. So we just got to make sure that we are holding each other accountable by, you know, studying extra film and just doing the little things right. So therefore, we won't have those mental laps on the field.
How would you describe Christian? How would you describe Christian Miller as a teammate?
He's a funny guy. He's, you know, always up. He's a great leader, a great person to be around, and you know, I love him to death like a brother. And I feel like, you know, his relationship to the team is pretty big because, like I said, he's one of those guys who's vocal and who's all about, you know, the team, not just by himself. So, I mean, to have him as a teammate, you know, it's a blessing because, like I said, he's a great person, great player to be around.
I want to clarify, obviously, there's teams can beat you, but you have to focus on not beating yourself, right?
Right.
That's
Yeah.
not what he said. Okay, we're done. You can have the question you asked, but